Hello, everyone. I am Ben Pick, and thank you for joining me in Running to Write, where I give questionable writing advice through running metaphors. At least normally. This is a live episode, and I just want to start by saying thank you all for joining me. Thank you, author Lauren Adele. Thank you, Nicole, the Blind Mage. Thank you, A.F. Stewart, Anita. You all are incredible for being here tonight. Richard Holiday, sorry, can't forget you. We have the box right here. It's unopened, and the only thing I've done is remove the addresses, so that way I'm not giving away all of my PII and where I live and everything. So yeah, this box is, other than that, untouched. I've shooken it to sort of feel what's inside. There's three different books in there, so that's 90% certain that this is my debut novel. Oh, great. And we're just joined by more. Thank you, Morgan Lee, for joining us. Thank you, Bethany, for coming in. And I'm trying to keep up with the comments while also hosting. And I do want to do one thing of announcements before I get started. The Authortube Writing Conference is coming up the weekend of July 15th. So the 15th, 16th, and 17th. So that is in 3 weekends technically, so about 2.5 weeks. And that's being put on by Shannon S.T. Houston and Jenna O'Malley. It's going to be fantastic. There's some lovely speakers. I have a list right here. Let me just check it out. We have Dale Roberts, Mandy Lynn, Sarah Cannon, and a whole bunch of talented others talking about their own writing and publishing and YouTube experiences. So come check it out. It's entirely free. So if you are available that weekend, it'll be well worth your effort, well worth your time. And they are going to have a little talk by yours truly. So I will be there on that Sunday at 11 a.m. to close it out with a talk entitled, I Don't Have My Shit Together, Imposter Syndrome Struggles, where, as the name implies, I'm going to be dealing and talking about imposter syndrome and how I get over it. So if you're around on that Sunday, it's Sunday, 11 a.m., and you haven't caught all the incredible talks prior to that, check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. And that is, oh, yeah. One more thing of news. There was a question in the comments earlier in the pre-show, and Lauren, let's see. I am hosting a book launch for this Saturday, August 6th at noon Eastern time. So whatever that is for you all, I don't know. You'll have to do the math, but it's noon, New York time, pretty standard. So I hope to see you all there, and it's going to be incredible. There's going to be prizes. It's going to be some in-depth talk about what this book will entail, and I think it'll be fun. So I've been living this story for over a decade now, and I am fully and completely dedicated and thrilled to be sharing it with the world. So I hope you all will be there or catch on the replay if you're otherwise busy. And it has been an incredibly long journey. So let's continue down the trail for another wonderful mile marker on this race, because I'm going to throw in as many of these metaphors as I can, because this is neither about writing or running metaphors today. So it's all about what's in the box. Cool. So yeah, people are helping me out with time conversions to whatever your local area is. And whew, let's see. Oh, thank you, Sam. I'm glad that you were able to join us. And so without any further ado, I have my music cue, which might trigger us for copyright, but thank you, Writer Ski. That's awesome that you're able to join us. But I'm going to start opening it up right now. I'm going to tear this thing open. Right up here. All right, so there's some papers here. I'm pretty sure this is private stuff. So let me see. Yep, just a shipping order. So not going to show that on air, but I'm going to slowly start pulling this open. And yeah, this is my book. It's upside down, of course, 50-50 shot, and I guessed wrong. But this right here is my book. It is shiny. It is awesome. This is incredible. Wow. Like I said, it has been over a decade in the making. Whew. Thank you. My wife is just off camera. Very appreciative of how far the story's come. This is awesome. Yeah, I don't really have the words for it. You can see the cover. This is a much larger version of the bookmark. You can see the title. It's intentionally a little bit blurry on the outside. There's kind of like this shadow effect on each of the letters. Something really cool that the artist did. And we have, Falling Through is the title. Then we have Into the Void Book 1, because this will be a part of an ongoing series, which I'm currently still working on. Then you have a character, it's kind of catching too much of the light, but you have a character falling towards a portal. And this is kind of a spoiler, but this is part of a bridge right here. It's difficult to sort of tell from far away, but you can kind of see a little post right there, which makes it a little bit more obvious. And we have, me as the author. Here you go. So we have me as an author, and my name is on this book. That is incredible. Let's see. We have the side, so you can read it. Fits right there on your bookshelf. Got the number 1 right there. Yeah. Adrian, thank you for joining us. I am freaking out a little bit. This is awesome. This looks incredible. Oh yeah, and sorry, we have the back too, because it's one long image, so it makes the bridge a little bit more obvious, and you can see some sort of forest and woodlands over there next to the river here. Thank you, Axel. That's awesome. Thank you for joining me. I don't remember what time zone you're in, but again, it's around dinner time, so I'm very appreciative of everyone coming here. I think a lot of you are in the States, so it's either just after work or it's dinner time, and I'm so thankful for all of you for sharing this with me. At the back, we have the blurb. I'll get to that in just a minute, but I'm going to open this up. And yeah, we have this is the book. I'm going to revise this a little bit because I have like just some temporary stuff in there, which didn't have too many words in there, so I didn't do a full dedication because this is version 0.0. I'm going to revise it in I'm going to send an updated version, I think next week or something, between now and when this gets published on August 6th. And I'm going to fully flesh out the words and give thanks yous to everyone I know and everyone in my life who helped make this a reality. And thank you, Barrett, for joining us. That is awesome. Yeah, I am incredibly excited. I'm glad you're excited for me. Thank you. My wife is chiming in that she's also tearing up a little bit. It's, yeah. So we have thank you for reading this advanced reader copy. Please let me know what you think of it, or if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at ryan2write@gmail.com or DM me at ryan2write via Instagram or Twitter. Thanks again. We have this Falling Through, the name. And we have book 1 with, again, my name right there. It's pretty awesome. Whew. You have the copyright, nothing too fancy. I think I'm going to, oh yeah, no, I do have it already in there. This novel is entirely a work of fiction. Names, characters, and incidents portrayed in it are works of author's imagination. That's a little bit far of a stretch. I have mentioned that some of the events in here are based on real life for my friends and whatever, but it's good they have a copyright in there, and hopefully none of my friends sue me. First printing 2022. Yeah, we have all the chapters here. So this is a little spoiler for what the contents will entail. So the first chapter is called Party Tricks. Chapter 8 is a made-up word that is intentional. So I can get in there. There we go. So that's the first 12 chapter titles for this book. Nice little spoiler there. Wow, yeah, there's a full 3 pages of chapters. It ends on chapter 38. So I am going to kind of, oh, whatever. I don't need to show off. I can show off the second page without showing off the third, I think. Nope. Well, there we go. Cool. So I can kind of hide away the final chapters, and you can see right here, 14 Leap of Faith, 15 Eternal Night. This is good times. Then we got the end. There's acknowledgments, which like I mentioned, I have so many thank yous to bring about this book to real life. Let's see. Oh, J.M. Shelley, thank you for joining us. Oh yeah, books by Adrian. You did the book trailer, and I'm saving that for the book launch day. So sorry if you were hoping to see it today. I don't mean to disappoint you, but it will be coming out on August 6th. You'll have this incredibly well done trailer that Adrian made for this. And yeah, I mean, this right here is chapter 1. So there's a rotating point of view. Spoiler alert, this book includes 3 POVs that will rotate through. The first one begins with Derek, as you can see right there, and I keep hitting my mic because I'm not really paying attention to where my arms are going. Wow, yeah, this is fun. Everything looks beautiful. I can see some of the pages. They have the 3 dots in there for transition. I'm not going to show that page, so I think it's in chapter 4 has the first one. So didn't want to jump to the end where there's a nice little break there. Let me see what we got. Yep. So you can see this nice little, I didn't do anything stylistic, but there are 3 dots there for a little passage of time. Yeah. Oh, great. Thank you for joining us. Yes, the cover art is awesome. Meeple Art is the ones who did it. If you're looking to get your cover art done, I had a rough idea of what I wanted, and they fully came through with everything. So I have a completely different video about that whole process. So I don't want to dive too far into this because this is all about the wording here. And yeah, this, yeah, there were 2 different versions for the paper. There's like this really white color, and then I think this one is called matte or something, MATTE. And yeah, it's a little bit, it's not too pale. It's got a little bit of a tan coloring to it. So I think it looks better in terms of reading. It makes the words pop. And sure, I you know what? I'm feeling good, so I'm just going to show off spoilers. This is the longest chapter title in the book. The flint that will strike the world and turn it to ash. So that's some nice foreboding chapter titles right there about halfway through the book. Whew. Wow. The font looks incredible. It's I did everything through what did I use? Starts with an I. Ingram Spark. I did everything through Ingram Spark, but I think I'm going to go back. I like the formatting of Readsy a little bit better. I'm going to do videos about, yeah, cream is the correct color. Thank you, Richard, for keeping me honest. So you can kind of see a little bit of the words through the page, but that's perfectly fine. It's not really distracting in any way or anything like that. And wow, this looks beautiful. But yeah, sorry, losing my train of thought all over the place. I did the original, this version 0.0 with Ingram Spark. I like the things with Readsy a little bit better, so I think I'm going to go through and upload the final version out of it, take the version from Readsy and put it into Ingram Spark, and then use that to re-upload for the final 1.0 that's going to be coming out on August 6th. Wow. I didn't have a good plan here for what else to do aside from unboxing it. But if you want, I will happily read from the back of this. I'll check for any questions, and I might just gush over this for another 5 minutes. and kind of revel in this moment because, like I said, this has been over 10 years in the coming. I think I finished the first draft of this book back in 2013. And that was, after working on it for 4 or 5 years at that point, and it's just been a really long cycle. So let's see here. On the day Derek reveals to his best friend how he can move objects with his mind, the demonstration goes awry and almost kills her. Now they're being hunted by a monster he accidentally created. Spurred by the mysterious monster, a series of worsening superpower-related accidents lead Derek to lose control of his powers to send him and his friends on a journey through time. Along the way, they start to unravel the source of their devastating powers and add new members to their band of misfits. Together, they must overcome their past mistakes in order to survive and claw their way back home. Whew. Yeah, this looks incredible. Let me be a better host and check to see if there are any questions in the chat. Sorry, let me also show some of these. So yeah, so happy for you. It is. You are absolutely right. Yeah, this doesn't feel real in the moment, and this is wonderful. Yeah, thank you. I'm I'm doing this all out of order, lost all sense of control, but we are getting through this together, and this this is a shared experience. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, this whew, wow. I exactly. Richard, you summed it up perfectly. I'm feeling lightheaded. I'm feeling ecstatic. I'm feeling nervous for what's coming next month or a month and change from now. But having something physically in my hands to look at, to review, to read through, this is all becoming real, which is terrifying and so incredible at the same time. And I love every minute of this. And thank you for sharing this moment with me. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to be hanging out here for another 2 minutes, and then I'm just going to be lying on the floor, just trying to get my breathing back to normal and trying to figure out everything I need to do for the next month. So this is an incredible journey, and I am probably just out of ideas for what to do. So if there are any more questions, I'm going to read the first page right here, and then we can. Or no, sorry, I'll save that reading for August 6th. Get a little bit. Let this unravel. I'm too. Yeah, I'm too excited right now. This is incredible. My head has exploded. This is awesome. I can't get over how incredible this is. It's so shiny. It's so beautiful. Come join in August 6th. Find out what happens to Derek and his friends. This in a lot of ways, this is a tribute to some of the things that have happened in my life. And yeah. Let's see here. Besides the existence, willing books into existence with your mind, do you have any other powers? No, I am a moderate runner, but I don't have any actual superpowers. I'd like to think I did. That would make so much of this more easier to deal with. So much of this this would make life so much easier. But as I don't have the powers of the people in this story, of which, spoiler, will include telekinesis. That is not much of a spoiler. I think it's revealed on the first page. So I'm just strolling through this, picking random pages and just staring at them, marveling at them, recalling exactly what's happening around each of those moments in the book. Oh yeah. Sorry, my wife is commenting in the chat that yeah. Well, I can tell a fun little story about that.
How many people have you helped move?
Oh, I've helped move easily 20. A lot of my friends. There was the day where I moved from the house I was currently staying at to living with my brother. We had to unload. We load up the car. We load up the truck with everything from that house. Drove to my parents' house to move everything there. Went to a storage place where we had a couple more things stored. Lugged it all together, and then drove to the apartment we were then moving to and unloaded everything from there. It was 14 hours of moving. At the end of it, I think my bed was just pushed up against the wall and I just passed on the floor. And I started the day by running like 14 or 15 miles because I was training with my brother for a half marathon. So yeah, I am me, my brother. We are wrecking crews when it comes to all things physical. We've helped move a lot of friends.
You just helped him move the couch.
Oh yeah, I just helped him move the couch. He's also moving, so that was fun. We didn't really scratch up the ceilings too badly. We were able to. I don't know how they got downstairs, but there was zero clearance, so we had to kind of push it up the stairs. Yeah. So yes, Richard, I'm going to preempt you. It is running to moving to right. That will be the new podcast about how I how I moved into my first real apartment that was Ballston in Arlington. Whew. Yeah. Well, thank you, Morgan. Yeah, I've shifted my body type from being a lot more physically strong to being more running. And at that point, I was kind of transitioning out of that to being a lot more leaner. So I had some decent muscles, then I used them to their full capability to lift chairs, bookshelves, dressers. Yeah. And of course, yes, as much as I like moving heavy objects around, my dog gives me zero respect. He is passed out on the couch just off camera. I was worried that he might be snoring too loudly, and that might be distracting, but he didn't. He is snoring, so I can hear it. I don't think it's catching up on the mic, so that is all good. Yeah, this is awesome. And again, thank you everyone for joining us. I got nothing else. So I'm going to close it out. And thank you again. I hope to see you all on August 6th at noon Eastern time. If I don't see you then, again, the Authortube Writing Conference is coming out July 15th, 16th, and 17th. That is all weekend. Whew. There will be some great talks. I'll be there that Sunday at 11 a.m. I'll be monitoring. I don't think that's the right word, but moderating. I'll be moderating some of the talks. So I'll be trying to stir up great conversations about how to improve your writing. And again, if you aren't there on August 6th, if you aren't there at the Authortube Writing Conference, you can still find me every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my channel, Writing to Write, where I give questionable writing advice through running metaphors. I got a couple of really interesting things coming through the pipeline. I'm going to have another interview coming up in 2 weeks, so this is a little teaser for that. Assuming I can get everything in line. I don't want to tease it too hard in case I don't make the deadlines, but that will be coming up soon. That'll be, I think, just before or just after. Time is relative at this point, and I've lost all sense of it, but that'll be either right before or right after the Authortube Writing Conference. I'm doing a fun tropes video about how to write time travel because this shirt is based off this background, which is all about time travel in a game, and I managed to throw some of that in this book too. And again, thank you everyone. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you soon. I hope I've captured your interest, and I am so incredibly humbled that you all took time out of your night to watch me open a box and lose all sense of reality as I marvel at a physical copy of my book. So thank you, thank you, Thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye.